Before we look at trigonometry as functions properly, I just want to do a quick reminder of the graphs y equals sin x, y equals cos x, and y equals tan x. We won't look at why these work, we'll leave that for next week, but we'll just do a quick reminder of these graphs. First of all, y equals sin x. All of these graphs are periodic. This one looks like this, and it would carry on like that forever. It has a maximum value of 1, a minimum value of -1, and its period is 360 degrees, crossing over exactly halfway, having a maximum at 90 degrees, a minimum at 270 degrees, and then it continues. 450, 90 on, 540, 180 degrees on from 360, then it would come back at 720, and so on. Cos graph looks very, very similar. The only difference is that this one starts at 1, at 90 degrees has a value of 0, and then a minimum of -1 at 180. Comes back up. Again, it has a period of 360, so at 360 it is back at 1, and then it continues to oscillate just like that forever. Okay, so that is the graph of y equals cos x, period of 360, oscillating, but this one starts at 1. And then finally, we have the graph of tan x. This is the only one which looks different. It starts off with a gradient of 1 and then increases up to an asymptote. That gradient is at 90, and then it comes from down here, passing through the x-axis until it goes on to another asymptote, and the tan graph just continues like this, periodically, passing through the origin, going up to its asymptote. Okay, be careful not to level off too much as you cross the axis. It does always have a gradient of at least 1, this graph. And then we can fill in the key points. 180, 270, 360, and so on. Notice that this graph has a period of 180 degrees rather than 360. And this graph has asymptotes. We'll look at why that happens next week when we look at trigonometry as functions.